What's up guys, it's Card Games here, and today I'm bringing you guys a Hero Bumblebee deck profile for the March 2013 ban list. The ban list didn't hit heroes whatsoever in any shape or form, which is why really good, and if anything it helped it because Thunder King's down to 3 instead of 2, but most people only played 3 Thunder Kings, so it wasn't a big deal. This deck, I was going to build a Hero Lives deck, but the Hero Lives, although as explosive it may be, I mean that deck is freaking explosive, like OTK's free game turn 2 every single game, literally, for 50% of the time when I was testing it. Like, it was just ridiculous. But I basically used the ideas of the Hero Lives and just put it into a Bubble Beat, so it's more controlled. So I don't play any Hero Lives because, let's face it, OTKing is great, but if your OTKs get stopped, you lose straight away with the Hero Lives. That's the way I picture it, so that's the way I've seen it play. So, because when somebody drops a gauze on me, I typically lose. So yeah, I'm going to get straight around to deck profile. This is a Bubble Beat, as I just said. So it's not really Hero Lives, but it's basically resolved around the same area. We play 1 Stratos, because this card's amazing. 3 Alias. You're not going to play this deck of less than 3. This card is so good. Combo so well, Gemini Spark and Hero Blast. Infinite Aliases back. Plus it's a light target for Shining, so you have to run 3 in my opinion. Then we play 3 Bubble Man. You need 3. I mean, it's so good when you just set your equals and go and your opponent's like, oh, you're not going to be able to OTK him, and you just flip equal, add a Bubble Man, special summon, and go into a Blade Armor or Heroic and just beat them down, which is what I really like about the deck. And yeah, 3 Bubble Man. And the last card, it's not a Photon Thrasher, it's not Thunder King, it's Zephyros the Elite. Zephyros the Elite is amazing. Oh my god. I play Call of the Haunted in this deck. You guys do not know how good this deck is. It's basically based on the ideas of the Hero Lives, what I just said earlier on, blah, 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 but this card is amazing. The amount of times of OTK, this is the single hand reason why I beat Dark World. So like, he had like his Graphers in the grave, and then I was able, and I had like not 400, I think I had a grand, and I brought back Zephyros and special summoned a Bubble Man and overlaid, and I made a Utopia, and that meant that I had a Utopia, a Shining, and a Heroic Champion Excalibur with its materials detached already. So pretty much a third gate, because even if he could revive his Grapher, I could always detach with Utopia and stop it. And also, even if he had a Dark Core or anything, I'd still get 2 cards for Shining. And plus I had a set trap just in case that happened. So, well, I really like Zephyros. This card is so good. And combo so well with Call of the Haunted. The fact that you can bring back a monster, bounce it back with Zephyros, and then just go crazy Xyz is just amazing. So that's why I opted to play it. So yeah, that's the monsters. On to the spells. We play 2 Pot of Duality. I'd play 3 if I could, but it's at 2. 2 Emergency Calls and a Rhoda. These are never dead. I mean, if you get Stratos out, you can OTK with this deck turn 2 typically most of the time if you have a Stratos and a Monster Reborn in your hand, or a Call of the Haunted and a Stratos. And these cards just help get your Stratos, which is why you play them. Then we play 3 Miracle Fusions. To be honest, I don't think you need 3 Miracle Fusions in this kind of deck because it just exceeds spam. But the fact that when nothing goes for you and like you're in a top decking situation, this card's obviously the best card to top deck. So Miracle Fusion is just there. And also, not to mention that you probably, although you're most likely not to use one. You're only likely to use 1. You typically only need 1 in a game to win. I mean, like 1 Shining is a bigger problem as it is. Let alone all the Xyz that I make with the heroes, with the warriors, which are just high attack beaters. Then we play 2 Gemini Spark. I'm still not playing 3. I still like 2. When I played 3, I didn't like the inconsistency I had, so I opted to play 2, and from then I haven't gone back down. Then we play 3 MSTs. I was planning on playing 3 Night Beam on top, but the problem I found is that if I'm playing against Chaos Dragons, I just lose instantly. Like, and Agents and Murmels. Murmels Night Beam's good, but MST isn't that good against it. So like all my MSTs were dead. I mean, like I hated it when I drew like 2 MSTs, 2 Night Beams, and 2 Gemini Sparks. It just like completely destroyed my hand. So I play only 3 MSTs. I was thinking of still playing 1, but that's for future builds. Then we play Heavy, Reborn, Dark Coal, the Trinity, obviously. So that rounds up the spells. On to the traps. Because this is the March 23rd, 2013 deck, we play 1 Warning, 1 Judgment. Pretty stable. You only allowed 1 Warning, which is why I only play 1, and Judgment, just Judgment. And then we play 2 Hero Blast. I was playing 1 when I was playing a Hero Lives, but because this is more controlled variant, you need 2 Hero Blast in my opinion. And so many games where I wanted a second Hero Blast, I opted to play a second one, and in testing, it's been great. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. This card's amazing. Good against the Mirror Match, which is a bad matchup in my opinion. It's not the most fun matchup playing the Mirror Match. So yeah, 2 Bottomless. We play 1 Mirror Force, 1 Deep Prison. I don't know how the format's going to progress, which is why I'm playing 1 of each. And yeah, one of each of this format's pretty good, so I like it. Then we play Then I have a lot of strange text, by the way. I have 1 Chain Disappearance Main. This card is amazing. Like this, I might start maining this card in almost every single deck. The fact that so many people these days are summoning so many monsters, like Tour Guides, Deep Sea Divas, all those cards. Sangan, well, Sangan's gonna be banned, but yeah. If my opponent summons a Tour Guide, it's good. If I'm playing against Chaos Dragons and a person fits over a Raikou, Chain Disappearance is there. I mean, Chain Disappearance is good against so many decks, and it's almost forgotten. And not to mention that it's really good against Insectors. Banishing that Dragonfly, making sure that it can never come back with Call of the Haunted, just makes you a 3rd game unless they go into Leviathan the Sea Dragon, which is why I like 1 Chain Disappearance tech in the game. Then we play 3 Call of the Haunteds. If you're unaware of the OTK, you literally need the Stratos and a Monster Reborn to OTK and put over 8k on the field, which is why you play Call of the Haunteds, because you're not always going to have Monster Reborn, and Call of the Haunted is just a really good card. Not to mention that it brings back all your monsters just to go crazy with Xyz, and not to mention that this card combos so well with Zephyros. I've had so many games where I bounced this back, activated this, got Stratos, got Bubble Man to my hand, especially some of the Bubble Man, returned this to my hand, normal some of the Zephyros, overlaid crazy Xyz, went to crazy combos and just won the game from there, which is why I like 3 calls. And then I've got some more text. 3 Threatening Roar. This card, oh my god, this card is amazing. The problem with heroes that you always find is them dying to big monsters. Heroic Champion gets rid of any big monsters. It's a 4k beta. Well, I just swap these around because that's common, that's shiny, and not much glare with the shiny. But I'm here. Yeah, so Threatening Roar is just really good. It just stops my opponent's attacks and just makes me live a turn longer. Chainable, and it's just a really good card. I mean, top decking this isn't bad by any sort of means. So, which is why I like playing it. And then because we're playing a lot of traps, we play Starlight Road. I'll just go over the ratios quickly. 16 traps. 16 spells. Yeah, name monsters. 40 card deck. That works. On to the extra deck. I still don't have Eskidi the Dowd because it's kind of illegal in the UK. So, not my problem. 2 Shinings. Shinings is really good, and you typically are only going to go into this card. Basically, this card or Absolute Zero. Which brings us to our next card, 1 Absolute Zero. I've never felt the need for 2 in a game, so I'm sticking with 1. Great Tornado, Nova Master, Gaia. Staples. 1 target for each, for everything. Then we play 2 Heroic Champion Excalibur. These cards are amazing. It's one of my favourite cards, as you can see by the play map, which is why I like this card. This card is so good. It's the amount of times that my opponent has a BLS on the field, and I'm just going to this and just beat them down with it because they think that, oh, you're playing heroes. Well, nothing can get over this apart from a top deck Dark Hole, and because you have the Dark Hole, you've already used it, you can't get over this BLS, which means you're going to win. And I'm like, nah, going to Heroic Champion, win off that. Heroic Champion is just so good, makes your Miracle Fusion instantly live, which is why I really like it. And although Blade Arm Ninja is more consistent when you need to be explosive, as you need to be sometimes, this card's amazing. Then we play one Blade Armor Ninja. You only need one. I've never gone into a game where I've gone into two, but however I've gone into many games where I've needed two Heroic Champions. And one Gandiva. We play Gandiva just for Dino Rabbits because they're still pretty good. The Dino Rabbits aren't hit by the ban list whatsoever. The only thing that they actually lost was a Sanguine for the Tour Guide play, but I still think they're going to be really good. And Gandiva is just really good for stopping your opponent's special summoning spamming. So yeah, just stops their Rescue Rabbit plays completely. And plus it beats over Cabazals and Sabosauruses and Druid Guiber. However, they do have Lances, which is why you typically have, if they're going to enter battle with the Cabazals, you always activate Threatening Roar and say before enter battle. Let me play a Maestrik. Sorry about that, guys. Someone's just at the door. So yeah, I play Maestrik and Utopia. They're pretty just staples, which is why I play it. Utopia is really good. I told you earlier on in the video about the Zephyros play, where the hand of Utopia and just helped me get in a third game really. And Maestrik is just staple. Then we play Abyss Dweller, Cowboy, and Road. Star Strike, sorry, not Road. Cowboy just, this card helps you steal games. This card's good against Dark World. Starlight Road. But that's basically it. And the Abyss Dweller is good against Smellos. Just ignore it. Anyway, cheers guys for watching. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.